Well, I'm not going to bullshit you. This started out as a driver restoration, and it has now led into a semi-off-frame restoration. I say that because I took the body off the frame to install new body bushings. I am now in the process of actually taking out the steering column. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go that far with it. I didn't want to have to do all this that I'm doing now. I'm going to have to take these interior panels out as well. And then it looks like I'm going to have to gut the steering, steering wheel. I'm taking it out. And it looks like I'm going to have to gut out the dash because I got to replace the top dash panel. Remember all that nasty rust we found when we took the windshield out? I ended up buying a $275 dash panel for it. And I was going to go ahead and just splice it in, come up here, come down there, and, weld that in like that. But then I started realizing I got to take all of it out anyway. I got to take it all out. I got to get the dash pad off, and then that's going to lead into something else and something else and something else. I got to take these A-pillar off. So, let's get real with the situation and do what we got to do. I'll bet you $100 I'm going to end up buying one of these bitches when it's all over. Probably so. The deal we have on the steering column is I'm going to go through the steering column. I want to use the column shift on it. I don't want to have to put a floor shifter in this classic vintage collector car that we got. So we're going to do everything in our power to keep the column shift on our vehicle. Okay, we should be able to manipulate our way in getting this out of here now. I'm hoping so, but now our fucking pedal's in the way. So let's see if we can, there we go. Okay, we got it, there it is. Wire's in the way. God, what a bitch. What a fucking bitch. Dang, man, son of a bitch. What a bitch. Okay, we're just gonna set this right here for now. And then later on, I will put that in my storage facility to see what we're going to do with it later. Now that we got that out, I have to get to work, take the dash apart. Let's look at that and see what we got to do. So we definitely know that we're going to have to get down on our back, get inside the car, crawl around like a rape ape, shimmy shamming our way. While I have the dash out, I can go ahead and replace the heater core in it and possibly order some brand new insulation. We'll probably do that, some firewall insulation while the dash is out. But as you can see, we've got a lot of disconnecting to do. We'll be taking that old beater radio out and we'll probably throw that in the trash. But you can kind of see what kind of situation we have on our driver restoration, people. Driver fuck off restoration, that's what we got here. So let me get to work. I know this is going to lead into another domino effect where I'm going to order a shitload of stuff that I shouldn't be fucking ordering. One of them is the control panel and the cables that run the air condition, the heater control cables. We don't have air conditioning in this car, and I'm not going to put air conditioning in this car. Don't even fucking ask. It's not going to happen. No air conditioning in this fucking car. It's a driver restoration. Remember? A driver restoration. Okay, so what we got is, I forgot how easy it was to really take the dash out. So we got the dash ready to come out. Let's take a look and see what we got. We got the dash out, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to remove it. I got everything disconnected except, I believe, the gauges, which I can't really disconnect them. We got some wires on it right here. If you look right here on the wire harness, look. Can you see that right there? They actually had these fuzzy clips back in the day. So those have been around a long time. Okay. All right, so I'm going to lift this out very carefully. It's kind of hooked over here. Something's going on.
Right here.
Well, you got wires right there too, huh? Because this was supposed to be a driver restoration. We weren't supposed to go to this extreme, but we can't back out now. We've already gone this far. Hold it up so I can unhook this. It's hooked on the... Okay, I see where it's hooked on. Right here. Can you let that end down? There it goes. Okay, now, if we can pull it out easily. Can you help grab this, please? Thank you. You know, I am kind of like stuck here. Turn it over. Okay, turn it over. There. Jeez, man. All right, so we got the dash out. I got to get the dash pad off. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I actually found a speaker on eBay. If you want to look up here at that speaker, it's a factory OEM speaker on eBay, NOS. And of course this one's torn and ripped. So we will probably be getting that speaker. But so we do have the dash out. The dash is out of the car. I don't like this action. Look at this here, Minnie. Wow. All right, the dash is out of the car, and we are now ready to proceed with replacing the upper dash panel, which was the most expensive part of the rust repair. I think that was $240 for that thing, or $270. I don't even remember. But we are now ready to proceed to fix that. And I will be replacing the whole thing. We are not going to cut, dice, and splice on that. So there you go. So our driver restoration is turning out to be a little bit more than that. And this is what happens when you take one of these cars. Can you lift the camera up a little, or are we in focus here?
Yeah, you're in the picture.
Okay. So this is the deal that we have when you work on one of these things, and the word fuck comes up a lot. Fucker. Fuck off. Fuck that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a fuck. But then when you say it's a, you need to use fucking bitch. Okay? Because that is the life of fucking doing this bullshit when it turns out to be simple and easy. Okay, now put the camera down here. And it turns out to be this fucking nightmare right here. What a fucking joke this fucking thing is turning out to fucking be. Fuck! Now you can turn it off. Well, we're back on the 66. four-door. I went ahead and took the car cover off it and I pulled it in. Actually, it's not a car cover, it's a tarp. We're not buying no custom car cover for the fucking thing. So anyway, I decided, you know, I've been busting my ass working on all this other shit. Corvettes, Chevelles, and collision jobs. I thought, well, maybe today I can work on my car for a couple hours and get some of the parts installed that I've already purchased. So the part that I'm going to go ahead and install today, because we finally got all the rust repair done on the floor of the vehicle, and you can see right there it's all painted underneath and ready for the gas tank to be installed. I decided I'm going to go ahead and install the gas tank. But before we do that, I went ahead and installed a brand new pickup tube and sensor for our tank. This is where the fuel comes out, of course. Got a built-in filter on it. Also has the float level. Went ahead and installed one of those. Make sure you do this right. Don't screw it up or it will leak. I went ahead and purchased the fuel tank itself on eBay. I think it was 140 bucks. It did not come with straps. My straps work good. They're fine. All I gotta do is clean them up, maybe paint them silver. I went ahead and found me 2 brand new carriage bolts. Happen to be the exact same size as you can see. I got some 3/8 fuel line and we're ready to get this thing installed. So the thing that most people don't think about when they put a brand new fuel tank in is insulation between the tank and the frame itself. And it's very important to do some type of insulation. Now you can get online and you can go to these hot rod shops and all this online bullshit, and you can go ahead and buy a fuel tank insulation kit, and it comes with some tar paper like factory, and you put it right here and over here, and then you install it. The thing about using tar paper is it collects the moisture. The factory stuff collects moisture and it rots out. So what we're going to do is I am going to get some of this. This is that kickboard base cove. Do you see there? Kickboard base cove. I don't care what it looks like. No one's going to see it, but it's going to be a well-insulated rubber instead of tar insulator between the two surfaces, and it's going to give it that space where the water will run through and the rubber will not rot out. So I'm going to take my $20 spray can of high strength 90 spray. Did I mention $20 fucking here? $20, people, for this fucking can of fucking spray contact adhesive. Bullshit, that's what I say. Total fucking bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, let me go ahead and tell you this. Minnie was gonna buy some stuff from a Catholic store for the church, and on the Catholic store catalog, they are charging 6% tariff charge. 6% tariff charge if you order something from the Catholic store. And she got on Amazon and found it cheaper with free shipping. Unfucking believable. Total fucking, that's just, I just don't fucking believe it. It's fucking insane. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some strips out and I am going to glue them onto our tank so we can have some nice insulation on this and it won't squeak and creak and make noises when we're driving. That's another reason that you put that on there. So you notice how this cove base molding has a lip? Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and that lip fits perfect right there on that edge. Look at that. And then we're gonna put one right down the center here. And it looks like 6 feet is our number. Look at that. Now the way that contact cement works, and that's what this is, $20 fucking worth, is that you have to spray both surfaces and let it dry. Once it's dry, it will be permanently glued on there. So we're gonna take these over there so I can spray these, and then we're gonna spray this surface, and then once it dries, we will stick them on there. Now you could go ahead and use contact cement and actually brush it on here if you wanted to go that route. I prefer to use the spray on, and I normally have a can of this laying around, but I don't have that much left. So I went ahead and spent $20 fucking dollars on a can of this bullshit that we gotta use. Now, if you happen to go buy a $20 can of spray adhesive, what you're gonna wanna do to make sure that the tip stays nice and clean on that, tip it upside down and spray the glue out of it. Let the glue spray out and your tip will always be clean. On your $20 can of fucking spray adhesive. All right, so while that's drying, what I'm gonna do is I am going to take our fuel line up here. This is our fuel line that goes to the back of the car. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some carburetor cleaner in that and clean that fuel line out and get it all saturated with carb cleaner and blow it out real good. Make sure all the slime and grime and everything else is gone. And then once that's done, I'll go ahead and clean my brackets up, get them painted gray or silver so we could go ahead and install. They wanted $28 for two of these fucking things. $28 fucking dollars for two straps, and that was plus shipping. Now, I could have bought a gas tank that came with these for $165 instead of $140. I'm glad that I was able to save these people. I was really glad that I was able to. Well, lo and behold, since we've been walking around bullshitting and talking about other shit, our glue is dry. Let's go get our pieces, bring them over here, and glue them on. Okay, I'm going to take my cold base molding with the curved lip, and I am going to stick this on here just like this, and I'm going to let that lip lay right down there. Now I'm not putting any pressure on it yet, and then now there you go, look at that. We'll go ahead and do the same thing over here. Don't let it touch if possible. Be very careful to the touch because once it sticks, it's on there. Go ahead and put that one on there. And then this one's gonna go right here in the center. Just like that. And that's gonna be more than enough insulation to keep it from metal to metal touching. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean these brackets up. Go ahead and put a fresh coat of gray paint on them. And then we're gonna go ahead and install that gas tank. Now, I did clean the fuel line out. I probably sprayed almost a whole can of carburetor cleaner in there and then blew it out real good. You can see how saturated it is down here. And just a word of the wise, do not use that little tube. That tube actually went inside there. It fell inside the fuel line and we barely got it out. So just use your carb cleaner spray and spray it and then blow it out. There you go, come on. Come on. Keep going. Don't stop. Hold it. Okay, leave it right there. Okay. Okay, that looks like where it goes. So our strap has to go right here, just like that. Let's see, there it is. Okay, so give me the light. Do this. Tell me when you got it. Got it facing the right way? Yes. Okay, start it on there. Okay, thank you. That's... I pulled the jack out. Okay, and what you're looking at is an eBay item that I bought, and it saved me approximately $100 by buying this. We didn't need to buy straps. I can now hook up the the vent line and the fuel line, and our gas tank is now installed in our Chevelle, which I did not want to go this fucking far to restore this thing. So there you go, right there. Great, just fucking great. Just fucking great.